worst
Probably
get
the
into.
Southeast.
I'm telling you, man, she's tough, bro.
I'd go outside
she
of
is
Georgia.
tough. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
messing
have
with
to.
her.
Yeah, you have to go outside of Georgia.
I'm not messing with her. I know
Yes.
that.
She's
And
a
you
bully.
forgot the part. You forgot the part because you were telling me this story before he got here.
Right.
She said, "I'm Chris's wife, and I'm."
Oh, I was gonna leave that out. But
No.
Yeah, she said, and she didn't even like hesitate. She said, "You know me, I'm Chris's wife, and I'm funnier than him." I said, "Woo!" I didn't want no smoke. I
Now
said,
she's
"No."
now I'm catching strays. Well, hello. Here we are, us four. We may even have a new permanent member of the Coffee and Ketchup podcast, a podcast vet, if you will. I think you said before we got started, he listens to 5.5 hour podcast. So everybody just sit down and buckle up. In his honor, today's episode is going to be 5 to 6 hours. So just, take the day off of work, do what you got to do. It's Mondays. Nobody wants to be there anyways.
True.
Leave early. Not feeling well. And get out there and listen. Tune in. It's going to be a great one. We've got a very exciting guest with us today. Some great stories about how we met and some other things going on. If you haven't already, real quick, just some housekeeping stuff. Be sure to like the episode, subscribe if you haven't already. We've gotten a surplus in new subscribers and listeners here in the last week. To all of y'all, thank you very much. Thank you very much for all your support. We really appreciate it. It goes a long way. Helping us get to where we're trying to go and giving us the motivation to continue going on, So we greatly appreciate it. If you don't want to listen to us on YouTube, don't forget we're also on all other podcast platforms, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, you name it, you can find us. We're everywhere. In Russia, it doesn't matter. We're all over the place. Nobody's laughing. So I'm going to stop telling bad jokes. I did whole intro like
Was
tank.
that what that was?
That was a joke.
Well, hey, before we get started, let me just go ahead and tell y'all, man.
Come on.
I'm super excited to be here.
We're excited you're here,
I could not
Carl.
hardly sleep last night. I was so excited.
We're glad to have you, Carl.
Really am. Now, I think y'all got something going on here. I don't know what it is, but it is something.
That's
It's
fair.
something.
That's fair.
It is something.
And the sound is fixed too. We're pretty sure.
All right.
We'll find out. Obviously, we don't know until it's all said and done with, but we are.
Speaking it into existence.
We are. I noticed that when you commented that on last, we got it fixed
We
or
got
whatever,
it
and I was just
fixed.
like, well, I guess we do now. We haven't tested the first thing on it. You know what I'm saying?
There's always next.
But hopefully, we'll figure it out.
That's the faith I have in our IT
We've
guy.
got some new.
Will you move Carl's mic just a little bit closer to him? I'm having a hard time here just because I'm old.
Okay. Is that better? One fist in it over there.
That's right. Just the one fist. That's all we need. But no, I mean everything looks good on the new audio things. I
Nice.
think,
Good. Carl, we are glad you're here, man.
Very glad.
Sorry you didn't sleep last night.
No,
I slept
not
great.
much, man. I was excited, man.
I did too.
I slept really good.
Slept fine. Yeah.
But yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of that this episode.
I know, right?
It's gonna be a lot of that. A lot of that.
Oh boy. But yeah, I'm super excited to be here. And before I get started, I just want to. I brought a gift. I didn't come empty-handed. So.
Okay.
What you got,
Okay.
man?
What is the gift?
Right here.
Oh, Chris, you're gonna love that.
Yeah. And this was made by a guy named Lou Pop. He's a veteran out of the Milledgeville area. This is 100-year-old wood.
Chris
Georgia.
loves that.
Yeah, you like that, Chris? Yeah.
Now that's for the podcast, right? That Chris cannot take that home and put
he
in
can't
his
touch
house.
that.
Am I
Yeah,
correct?
That's just for the podcast.
All right,
Yeah.
good deal.
You said tell us again about the wood there, Carl. You said
it's off of a barn, an old barn. It's like a 100-year-old barn.
Yes, sir.
He does a lot of different woodwork. He makes coolers, just anything you could think of with old wood.
Huh.
Yeah, his name's Lou Pop, man.
Thank you, Lou.
Yeah, man.
Let me
Very
tell you
much
something.
so.
There's a slim chance that I'm responsible for taking that wood out of that old barn. I used to do that as a hobby
Yeah,
back in the day
right.
for a little side hustle.
You might have took it to Lou.
I doubt I took it to Lou, but I did take it to someone that would disperse it around Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the Georgia thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Tech fan? You a tech guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a tech guy.
Absolutely, I'm a tech guy.
He actually
That's right.
paid someone to put a Georgia Tech tattoo on his arm.
I did.
Oh my
I
God.
did. It was in prison. It wasn't a lot, but,
Well,
but I did
you
pay.
know,
3 cents
You know what
and
I
a honey
mean?
bun.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't exactly a high dollar tattoo.
3
but-
cents and a honey bun. I'll put that GT and Buzz on.
Yeah, all of it. All of it. Well, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot, Lou. Good looking out,
I actually
Lou.
brought another gift as well. You know,
Okay.
and this gift's more for the people viewing.
So you brought our listeners and viewers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause,
okay.
you know,
That's
all the
weird.
episodes, we have all these, these feet and kneecaps showing.
What?
Yes, every
I saw your
episode's
comment
very-
last episode where
it's-
Derek's were like
it gets
oiled
kinda-
up and shining.
Yeah, like you put grease on those bad boys. But
You see
and
he's in
if
pants
He
this week?
uses the same grease as Hulk Hogan, so
and if it's not that,
I'm sure it was shiny.
Oh yeah, it was in there. It was in
and
there.
if it's not that, it's Brian's legs having seizures every 5 minutes.
Listen, did you see the one where he couldn't stop moving?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But listen,
I thought I was at the teacups
Like,
at Disney.
what are you doing?
and if y'all were using your brain, y'all would figure out that y'all would probably put Derek on OnlyFans, and y'all would have a brand new studio in less than a month.
Listen.
You know how many weirdos are out there
Listen.
that want to see kneecaps and feet?
Carl, he is on
That's what I'm trying to
OnlyFans.
tell
Don't
you.
say he doesn't
Brian,
know.
Brian, you're not out of this. You're with the free subscription. You come with a free subscription. There's some weirdos out there that like shaky legs too.
Listen,
I got all the shaky legs they can have.
I'm trying to
over
tell
here,
you.
Carl.
you can see Derek at,
And for an
at
extra
OnlyFans.
99 cent, hold on, you're not out of this. For an extra 99 cent, you get the question answer that everybody on the internet wants to know,
Oh, God.
and that's if Chris is wearing skinny jeans under there, or has he just gained weight? We all want to
Chris
know.
has gained some weight.
We all want to know. We want to know if they're skinny jeans or you gained
Absolute
weight.
weight. There's the answer.
Well,
to the
you just
$1,000,000
missed out
question.
for the 99
Listen,
cents. There goes
listen.
that. I'm trying to help.
Listen.
I'm trying to help.
Listen, this is just weight. I have not.
Jeez.
I just got fat.
Yeah. All right. I'll take that. I'll take that. But with that being said, hey man, y'all mind? It'll take about less than 90 seconds to throw this up.
Yeah. Hey,
we'll
cut
get
it out
it.
real quick. We'll
Please,
stop right here.
please
We'll
throw
go
it
to
up.
an ad break.
Please do.
We'll go to an ad break.
Gift for the people.
You need a name you can trust. Call Buckeye Preferred Services. They are insured with over 35 years experience in custom tree felling, crown reduction, whole tree removal, as well as stump grinding and cleanup. They are cutting out your problems one limb at a time, serving the greater Middle Georgia area and beyond. You can find their Facebook in the description and call them at 478-484-2178 or 478-278-5574.
Yeah, I just need to grab this cake from Mama real quick, and then we can go ahead and go over there.
This guy again?
You have got to be kidding me.
Hey boys, I got y'all's cake right here, man. Oh, I got it right here. Wait till you get a load of this.
Derek, come on, man. I got somebody way better.
Hey, suit yourself, fellas.
Always go with someone you can count on. Emerald City Sweets is locally female owned and operated. They have been in business since 2019. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They serve soups, salads, sandwiches, and of course, cupcakes. They offer custom cakes and sweets for your every occasion. Located at 302 Pine Forest Street in Dublin, Georgia, they can be reached at 478-205-5385. Again, that's 478-205-5385. And their Facebook is linked in the description. Get your event done right with Emerald City Sweets.
That is way better.
For all your professional and customized sawmilling services, contact Custom Sawmilling. They offer any product from lowboy trailer flooring, countertops, bar tops, paneling, and flooring for your home. If you remove trees to build your future home, what better way to utilize those trees than making them into a product inside your home? Serving all of Middle Georgia, Custom Sawmilling is proudly veteran-owned and operated. Custom Sawmilling is located at 1607 Caps Browning Road, Rents, Georgia. They can be reached at 478-279-3657. That's 478-279-3657.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Carl. You fixed
for
it.
this new.
I love it.
For the new drop right there. We've got it. We've got it. It
man.
looks so much more professional.
Perfect
It
timing.
really does.
It's a little
It does.
wrinkly, but it's a little
I
bit.
like it.
And you know, you're not distracted by fancy feet over here.
Right.
you
That's
know?
true. That's true. All happy feet over there.
I
You
don't
know?
have to worry about. I bought some new socks yesterday. I don't know why I did that.
Could have kept on wearing them holy ones.
Hey,
you
take
know?
'em back.
Easter's coming
Take 'em
up. Put
back.
them holy socks back on.
Absolutely.
Carl was halfway putting this thing up before Brian took his pants off.
They were a little tight.
You know.
Everybody keep your hands up where we can see 'em.
Don't
I
even put your hands below
yeah,
the
I
table.
don't
We
even go
need
for a
any-
phone,
We
right?
don't need any kind of questions going on. But yeah, that was good, man. Thank you very much. That is a big upgrade right there. Big change.
I
It
like
does
it.
make a big difference.
I like
it. Looks good. It looks good.
Yeah,
We're
so
over here buying
is-
equipment, and we just needed a sheet.
There you go. There you go.
Looks
But is it
fantastic.
okay if I tell everybody how I met y'all? Or
Please do.
Absolutely.
all right,
Please do.
okay,
for
cool.
sure.
Yeah, so I was lucky. I ran into these guys when I was actually getting my life together, and
Nice.
fortunately, so were these guys. So that's how we ran into each other, man. And Chris, you know, I met your wife recently.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, whoo, I tell you. But let me tell you the story. Let me tell you how I figured out it was your wife.
Okay.
One of our mutual friends, it was his birthday, and we were at Longhorn. And David was there, another mutual friend. And if you know David, sometimes he'll throw out something in front of people that kind of you don't really know if you want to talk about it in front of people or not.
Sure.
And we're at the restaurant, and he throws this subject out, and you could tell right away your wife, which I didn't know it was your wife at the time, did not really care to discuss.
In front of other people. Like
Oh yeah, in front of the whole
okay,
restaurant.
Right,
dude.
right, okay.
And all of a
Both
sudden,
of this sounds accurate so far.
Absolutely.
David throwing it out there and
Absolutely.
Shelley
not
not
wanting to
having
discuss
it.
oh
not
yeah,
having it.
absolutely, dude. And mind you,
That's
not
the
I
normal
don't know who Shelly is right now. Okay?
Right.
All right. So, and once that ball got thrown, and you know I don't get out the house much. I got a pregnant wife, a kid. So this is like reality
Night on
TV
the
to me.
town.
Oh my god.
Getting
So
it
this
in.
verbal battle starts.
Oh yeah.
He's throwing, she's throwing, boom, boom. But you could tell she's getting an edge on David. And David's a quick guy. David's very well read.
Yeah.
You know, if you get in any kind of conversation with him, you better be ready to jockey.
Oh yeah.
And your wife is giving it to him two times over. And all of a sudden, you see the tides turning on this conversation. And then at the end, she it was a slight pause, and she goes, "Well, that sounds like that's your situation, not mine." And like that was the end of the conversation.
So what you're saying is right about that time you could see the referee going, "Nice!"
Yes, absolutely. And pretty much, I went out. Absolutely. And at that point, I pretty much go, damn. And I look at Dave, and Dave looks at me and goes,
Hey,
and any female
gonna
that
do?
ever gives David hell, I'm automatically like ready to shake your hand. So I'm like, hey, and before I can shake her hand or even introduce myself to this woman that just verbally assaulted Dave, she stops me in mid stride and says, "Hey, you know me, Carl. I'm Russ's wife." I said, "Yep, I sure
Makes
do. I
sense.
knew you.
Yep.
I know you."
Yep, sure
And I still can't put where
Big
I may
fan.
know her. But with that being said, all that was running in my head, and I was just laughing. You know, damn, Dave just got served
Got the
up by this
business.
in front of everybody. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, oh God, poor Chris.
thank you.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a chance in hell
At all.
At any.
No.
I bet you win less conversations than anybody in the state of Georgia
Absolutely.
with your wife.
Oh, no question.
It's not worth
Probably the
getting into.
southeast.
I'm telling you, man, she's tough,
I'd
bro.
go outside
She
of
is
Georgia.
tough. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
messing
have
with
to.
her.
Yeah, you have to go outside.
I'm not messing with her. I know
Yes.
that.
She's a
And you
bully.
forgot the part. You forgot the part because you were telling me this story
Right.
before he got here.
Right.
She said, "I'm Chris's wife, and I'm."
Oh, I was gonna leave that out. but-
No.
Yeah, she said, and she didn't even like hesitate. She said, "You know me, I'm Chris's wife, and I'm funnier than him." I said, "Woo!" I didn't want no smoke. I
Now
said,
she's
"No."
now I'm catching strays. I'm
So
not even there, you know
basically,
what I mean?
what it was
This
like.
is
since we've got the apron for the wrestling ring right here.
Right.
You know, we'll talk a wrestling reference.
Okay.
She basically was having a 2-on-1 wrestling match. She just got David pinned for the 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely.
And then she goes over to his tag team partner and does the Stone Cold Stunner on him by
Absolutely.
saying, and I'm funnier than him.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
You can see it in her eyes, man.
She's hit me with a chair before.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
don't doubt that at all.
I'm sure.
Don't doubt that
probably
at all.
body slammed
She's a
you on
bully.
a ring full of
But
broken glass.
I was impressed. Y'all call her a bully. I was impressed, Miss
No, I don't
West.
call her a bully. I did not call her a bully.
I'm just saying, I was impressed.
I did not.
I was
Yeah,
impressed.
that's all Chris. I didn't call her a bully.
Yep.
Brian's like, no, Shelly, I swear to God, I didn't say that.
She knows where I live. She knows where I work.
Yeah.
I do not
Yeah.
want them problems.
Yeah.
And she was kind of nice to me the last time I saw her.
Yeah, she said she was.
She
said
was,
she
and I was like, get the thermometer out. She must be sick.
Yeah.
What did Chris tell her? I'm dying. I mean, what's
I think she got a discount on her oil change, so she was in a good mood.
okay?
You know?
That makes sense.
That'd
She
be
got
a
to
good
use her
reason.
Nissan points or
I
something.
did tell the people at the window to, hey, give her a family
You know,
discount.
like-
You know, I didn't want to brag about doing that, but
Since you said it. You know.
that's where that came from.
Since that's why.
That's why.
I'll tell you, man, since I've been listening to y'all, and I don't miss an episode, to me, one of the funnest things I have is learning more about your brother, Derek.
Oh yeah.
Freaking hilarious, man.
Which one? They're
Hilarious.
both. They are
Well,
both.
see, yeah, you're right. I forgot
they're
you do
both
have another one.
phenomenal.
I guess it would be definitely this Derek here.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. No doubt.
Yeah, he's something else. Man.
Yeah.
We're glad he comes to participate. Every
I'm
once
just
in a
glad
while.
I was able to help get everything set up today.
Yeah,
I'm just glad you were down here.
The sound.
y'all missed it when I was trying to plug all the mics into the new recorder that we've got. We've got everything going down to the table, and Derek kind of gets in front of me, and he picks up the end of the mic cord, and I'm just looking at him. He picks it up, just kind of looks at it for a few seconds, and then just put it back down and got out of the way. He's
What
like,
was going on in your head?
He wants
"Yeah,
to help.
what were you thinking?"
What were you thinking?
He wants to help, but he's just not sure
Don't
what
know
to do.
how.
I get it. I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
I want to give the appearance of I'm helping.
That's right.
But I don't.
I
wanna
just
say
picked it
nothing
up, kind of sat there, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, we got him out the house last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's right. You were telling me.
We
about
got him out the house
Yeah.
and got him to Longhorn.
it. Dang. You know they got the lamb chops now. Back.
I
at
heard.
home. Man, they're smoked. They're
I know.
smoked.
No kidding, bro.
Yep.
I kind of fought it. I fought it a little.
He
Oh, I'm
did.
sure.
He did.
I'm sure you did.
Seriously, I had just got out of cutting. I didn't tell you this. I had just got a cutting board out. I had got my pepper out, taking the sticker off of it.
Oh.
I was supposed to cut that thing up, spoon out the seeds, cut me up an onion. I was gonna stir fry that and grill some sausage last night. And then
Man.
she caught me right when she called. I was like, and I put it back in the refrigerator. And then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. I'll just tell them when they get here. I ain't going. I'm gonna stay at the house.
I was
Sure
smart
enough.
enough not to invite him myself.
Oh yeah,
But I called him from my phone, handed the phone, and
Yeah.
said, tell him he's coming to dinner. And don't let him say no. And then get off the
You've
phone.
got to lock him
Lock
into
him
it
in.
for sure.
Don't let him say no. He
And
not going to say
I
no
was
to you.
sitting there going, I ain't going. I'll tell them when they get here. I ain't going. Next thing you know, I'm putting my shoes on.
Then you're trying to eat. You're eating dinner, thinking about your cats. Can't even enjoy dinner.
I wonder if they're
Exactly.
okay. You know.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He's probably still worried about the money he put in the mailbox, if that actually got there or not.
Oh no.
You know,
dude.
paying bills in the mailbox.
I,
I tell you,
was
listen,
the
that to
craziest
me,
thing that-
listen to me, that is one of the wildest things.
Yeah.
And when I want to tell you what I think about when I hear Derek, when y'all tell him, listen to these podcasts, and y'all got to listen to all of them, because when I say some of this stuff is from watching every episode and watching what this thing's becoming. So, what are the craziest things that? Wildest things, I would say, because he really is a wild man when you get down to it.
Grizzly Adams.
Absolutely, man. Is the whole putting money in the mailbox thing, man. Nobody does that anymore. My mom is 74 years old, and she does all her banking on her phone.
That's tough, Derek.
Listen,
Derek,
listen, your genes.
That's embarrassing.
Your genes are holding on, and that's what's wrong with our country. We don't have those genes out there anymore, Derek. You know what I'm saying? We need that.
So what do you say?
We ain't even got the shorts
When
out there no more, Derek.
When I hear he's
Jeans,
paying
shorts,
when I hear he's paying
bathing
bills
suits.
through the mailbox, what I see is him going out there, and there's a mail horse that rides
Yeah.
up.
Pony Express.
Throws it in the saddle, slaps him on the hindquarter, ride, thunder, ride, and takes off. You know what I mean? That's what I envision, because that's basically what's happening. And then going back inside and hoping sometime next week that it comes out of the account.
That
wild.
baby's due next Wednesday, boy. You gotta
This
get
is
that.
this is so weird because I got a check
See, that's what I'm talking
that I
about.
put in the mail and it has not cleared my
See,
account.
that's what I'm telling you.
I
about,
look
man.
back, and this is no lie. I look back in my register to see when I wrote it
Yep.
was on 3/6,
That is wild. See, that's
and it
what I'm
hasn't
saying.
cleared yet.
Well, if you think sending money through
That's
the
more than
mailbox
2
is
weeks.
safe, ask our buddy Z. He can tell you all about that. Ask Z about that. All right? It's not too safe. He can give you about 1,100 reasons why that's not safe. I love you, Z.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I already know.
So, I mean, to me, you are a absolute wild man.
That was a good episode.
Wild man.
Good
I mean,
episode.
but we need that. We need that. We
Yeah.
need that in our country. We still need the
Definitely
guys
do.
that send in mail. You know what I'm saying? We,
We
need
do.
that.
We
you know?
definitely do.
I'm not sure if we do.
Listen, there's no LGBTQ in those.
I
games.
don't
That's what I'm
even-
saying.
I don't
that
even
DNA,
have-
It's not there.
I don't even have a checkbook.
Really?
No.
I don't either. I don't either.
You're the only one at this table that has a checkbook.
I think it's great, man.
So I don't know. I don't. There's one or two bills. Well, there's a couple of bills I got. I don't know how I'd pay them. I don't know how I'd pay if I didn't mail them a check. They're not local. I can't just pull up there and give it to them. You
What
give them a
bill?
check.
You
Call
You
them,
can
baby.
phone. You
You can call them on
can't
your
you
phone,
Yeah.
or you could go on their
It's gonna be
app
like
on
something
their
weird.
website and
Well, I don't. I try.
log in, create account.
Never mind. All I want to do is incriminate myself. I keep talking. Let me just be quiet.
You're trying to pay for some weird stuff, and you're like, I don't know if I want to.
It's-
I don't know if I want to talk about
it's-
this.
It's one of the car payments, and I tried to go on there and
You're right. You probably can't pay a car payment online. I'm sure they don't.
I don't know how to find the
Automatically
bank. I
withdrawals.
don't know how to find them.
Automatically withdraw from your account.
World Wide Web.
I'm telling you, man.
Find anybody or anything on
This
that.
man has their address and their business name because he writes them the damn
He's probably
check. But
got
he's like,
their
I don't know how to
1-800
figure out who
Hey,
they
Darren,
are.
I'm with you, man. Stay in that wild, wild west.
They
man.
got their
I'm
1-800
man.
number.
I'm telling you.
Goodness gracious.
I love it. I
That's
love
what
it.
I did. I told y'all the episode or two ago that I was going to get rid of one of my 3 clocks,
Yeah.
Okay.
3 alarm clocks in my room.
Yeah.
So I went in there the other day and I was doing something. This was after the time change and all.
Right.
I went in there. I said, "I'll be dog." I told him I was going to get rid of one of these clocks. And so without thinking about it, I knew I couldn't think about it or I wouldn't be able to bring myself to do it. So without thinking, I went in my bedroom real quickly. I snatched the plug out real quick and just wrapped the cord up around the clock and just opened the drawer and shoved it down in there and closed it and said,
You need to take that sucker to Goodwill or something.
I
man.
said,
Just get rid of the damn
"All right,
plug.
now I've only got 2.
You had to rip it off like a Band-Aid.
I did. I was like, I can't think
Just
about
get rid
this.
of
I
the
can't
damn
think
clock.
about this.
God.
It's sad.
It's pretty sad, yeah.
It really,
I
at least
agree.
I can admit that it is
Sure.
sad.
After we tell you.
Where I can identify with that, though, I got a weird, not necessarily clock thing, but I got a weird watch thing. So
Please tell us.
yeah.
Carl.
Well, I only deal
That
with
is
wa- yeah. that's-
1989.
Oh no, it's older than that. That's a 1973. I only deal with watches that don't use batteries, so it's either automatic or wind up. Yeah, that's what I do. But
Is that really a 73?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got them from 1953 to 19. The newest watch I've got is the last year Timex made a wind up, which is 1987, and that was my grandfather's. He had old Timex. Now look, these things aren't worth a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, sure, I've got a couple that's worth a few $100s. I didn't pay that much for them, but I'll tinker with them, mess with them. But it's just something about that winding it up, man. You know what I'm saying? No battery, and the automatics, they move with motion, so that's what winds them up. But
I'm glad you explained that because I'm sitting here going, how
Yeah.
does it work? It's got a
Yeah, this
battery.
is actually automatic.
What was it?
right
It
here.
uses what? Kinetic energy?
Yep, that's exactly
to
right.
wind it, like
What
to
kind of
charge the
watch
battery.
is that?
This is what they call a Seiko 5.
Seiko?
Seiko, excuse me. Seiko 5. I guess it depends what part of the country you're in.
I just thought I'd been saying it wrong all these years.
No, I might
I
be
did
saying
too.
it wrong. It's not like I'm a genius.
I thought it was a Seiko.
Well, you're wearing it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That you trumping me already.
It's just something about it, man. It's just and you have to wind them up every couple days.
I thought it was an Apple Watch.
And it doesn't
When you
keep
got here.
exact time. So what I would tell you, if you had something important that you're doing, you might not want to go with.
You might want to use the phone.
But even your Rolexes, that's $14,000 that are wind ups. They don't even keep perfect time.
No.
So
How long do you
really
wind it, Carl?
How long?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just takes a second to wind them up, but it only lasts
Derek wants
a day
a
and
like
half,
specific number. How long?
Yeah,
When you're winding it, what do you count to, Carl?
You can
10,
feel it get
like the damn deodorant,
You can feel it get
or
tight.
what?
And once it gets
Oh, it gets tight.
yeah,
Okay.
you can
Okay.
feel
So
it
that's
get
when you
tight.
know you. Okay.
Yeah. Now, my wife can't stand it, of course, since she calls me, she gives me hell about it. But my watches, but yeah, I love them, and I tinker with them. I'm not a watch smith or nothing, but I have fixed a couple of them that weren't running. I've made them run, but I'm far from
I think that makes you a watchsmith.
No, I can't do that.
Mine's not getting tight, Carl.
And the craziest thing, let me see that thing. Hold on, let me see this thing. And
You'll get it tight. Keep on working on
Oh
it.
man, what do you got here? Timex too, man. I love old Timex.
$35 Walmart.
It's these aren't
$35
like
Walmart.
super expensive watches, but they're just
Oh, I know.
and they're classic. They're just a classic.
Yeah.
To
They
me,
are.
they're a classic watch. And my favorite watches don't even have what they call a jewel. My old Timexes
I love
don't even
her
have
music.
one jewel in it. They're just
music.
all mechanic.
So is that one battery powered or what have I got there?
Yeah. This is definitely battery powered.
Okay. So it don't matter how many times I wind it ain't gonna get tight.
No,
it ain't gonna do
That's
too much
It's
nothing
gonna
for
run
me.
until that battery gives.
I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah. You can.
But I know a watchsmith who can change that battery for you when it gets to be
I'm
time.
glad too, because I didn't know how I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not buying a new one.
That's probably my goofy pleasure right there, though.
Watches.
Yeah.
That's
Old
pretty
watches,
tame.
not
That's
expensive
pretty
watches,
tame.
just old watches.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
You know.
It's definitely not something that because I also like watches, but I don't have necessarily a affinity for older
Right,
or
right, yeah.
the wind ups or the kinetic ones.
Right.
I would like to have. I can't remember who makes it. It might even be a Casio. Somebody makes a nice kinetic energy watch that I would like to have. I can't remember
You
the
say
brand name.
Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut. They're up north.
That's where they're made out of.
They're
I know where
Seikos up there.
Connecticut's
Yeah.
at
The engineer was actually born there that made that patent. Was
in Connecticut.
in Connecticut.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I hope they win.
Connecticut Energy.
I got a question for all three of you.
Oh,
Wow.
I will try.
Look at
So-
GT stepping up to the plate.
It's not going to be good.
I need y'all to each be honest with me. So
This is live. I'm
Careful.
going to lie.
I'm leaving Walmart yesterday. Okay, and as I'm walking out, I'm pushing my cart, and I got a decent amount of stuff. And
Chris, what is it?
I hear
Every time he
can't
goes
wait.
into something
I
like
know.
this, I
I
just
can't
want to
wait.
start laughing. I just know it's going to be ridiculous. I'm
no,
trying
it's
to-
really not. This is pretty simple. This is
Which
simple.
means it definitely is.
So, as I'm pushing my buggy out, I hear somebody behind me, and she says, "No, baby, I don't think they have a Starbucks here in this small town."
Oh,
That is a shot. That is
No, but
a
I'm
shot.
pushing the buggy, and I'm not going.
we got two.
Do you keep going, or
Excuse me, ma'am.
or do you?
Excuse me, miss.
We got two.
That's what you were thinking about doing, dude.
No, let me tell you, this is what
That's why
so
I love this guy.
I stop my buggy right
Whoa,
when I
whoa,
get
whoa.
right when I get right there, but when you first walk in where the buggies are at, I
Right,
stop.
look at here now.
I stop. I stopped.
My name's Derek Lamar, and
I,
I take that,
I actually
I take that small town comment
listen here.
to heart.
let me
I'll
tell
put you. I can point you in two different directions.
I
right
can send
direction.
you to the Kroger's, or I can send you to
I don't
one.
have it there anymore.
tell you
What?
what,
Where have you been?
What?
So anyway, I stop and I turn around. Actually, I'm turning around this way.
Thank you for showing the correct way to the camera because we was all wondering which way you turned.
I would have told her Duncan's. I wouldn't even told her where it was. You know what I'm saying? I'd send her ass to
And I,
Duncan's.
I think
Talking like that. That's
it was
crazy.
a young
Crazy talk.
Let's say she was 4 years. Whoever was in the buggy was 4 years old. I didn't pay any attention. It was a boy or girl. I didn't look. And I looked at the young lady and I said, "Actually, we do have a Starbucks." And she said, "Really?"
So take
She
that.
said, "Do y'all?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "We a small town." I said, "We got a lot of stuff over here. You wouldn't think we have."
That's
Did
right.
that really hurt your feelings?
No. That's what I want. I'm
Some
getting
of
to
that
a
Irish
point. I'm getting
pride
to
coming
your
out in him.
I think
No,
it hurt.
I'm getting to a
You got a little
point.
hurt.
I feel like
So-
golly.
So I said, believe it or not, it's about half a mile down the road here. And I said, right there next to the Dairy Queen.
To the Dairy Queen.
She said, "Is that right?" She said, "Well, I have to Google that." I said, "It ain't hard." I said, "Get right here on this road right here." I said, "Go down and buy." I said, probably a mile down the road, right there on your left. So my question is, and I'm gonna go around the horn here. So I didn't want her to think I was eavesdropping on her conversation, but I couldn't help but hear it. You know, she's just looking for a coffee joint, so why not help her out? Save her a few keystrokes going in there and looking at Starbucks, looking it up on her thing. So what would you have said? It didn't make me mad by no means. Would you have said anything to her? Would you have told her?
I don't know.
Wow.
I know.
Go ahead, Carl. What
Carl,
I
you
got
got?
a lot to say. It's my first episode.
Go ahead.
Absolutely not. I would not.
No, why not?
I don't know, man. That's just a little much, man. That's why I love you, man. Because I would have never in a million years thought that you would interrupt somebody like in mid stride, like, "Excuse me, yes, we do have one."
Because I
You know
felt
what
like I was
mean?
helping her out.
No, you were, but I don't know, man. That's pretty wild to me.
I might
I say
listen.
no. These guys might
I
say
know
yeah.
he
No,
I
you
know he
know,
wouldn't have.
I'm
He'd
not
have-
saying
he'd have
nothing.
kept
I'm
walking.
not turning
I would
around.
just
I probably wouldn't
Derek
even have
probably
heard
would
it.
too,
I got a
I mean,
question.
Not
you
only
need
am
to
I
say
not saying it, I'm probably getting in my car and going,
going.
I hope she don't even find one. I hope she drives right by it, doesn't even see it. You know?
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna have to go
I
with
would
you
have
on that.
spun it in a different direction.
Oh God.
Now that's not
Please-
shocking.
please
Let-
don't
please
spin it.
tell us how you would
And
have.
you know, don't you spin might have it. met. Look, I'm gonna tell you, like my wife too, because women are such weird, fickle creatures. You possibly could even messed up her journey.
That's
Her
true.
journey of finding,
that's
finding.
what-
Because
what
my
is
wife
that?
stops me all the time. I'm always like, wanting to go. I'm from point A to point B,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
And
trying to
she's
get
thinking
there and
about
get going.
things or how to do something. I'm like, whoa, stop. This is what you do. She's like, hey, man. And she reminds me, and I love you for that. But she reminds me, like, hey, just enjoy the journey. So maybe you
Interesting.
could have messed
think
up her
y'all are
journey.
missing
I
the
think
point.
she was happy that I
I
was.
think,
Yeah,
I
stop.
think,
You'll never
all,
know.
I think all three of you are missing the point.
What are we missing,
What's
Ryan?
really going on?
Go ahead.
Am I hearing you correctly? There's like a 4-year-old?
He's riding in the buggy, not in the seat part, but down.
You
in
really
the big
screwed Mama's what you did.
part. Down in the
So
big part.
the mother says, I don't know, baby. I don't think they have a Starbucks in this town.
Yep.
I would have not turned around and said, yes, ma'am, we do. I'd have turned around and said,
Uh-oh.
what the hell is your 4-year-old wanting a Starbucks for, ma'am?
Maybe.
She was trying to get out of buying the 4-year-old
That's
Starbucks.
exactly what she was trying
And
to do.
Derek just screwed
I
her.
don't think-
She was
I
trying to
don't
get
think
out of
so.
hyper.
That was her journey, Derek.
And we
Stop
talked to
guiding
her.
people's journey.
It's
Derek.
like time traveling,
Veered it
man.
off, man.
Derek's like, hold on, I got some directions for your
happened?
journey.
You can't go
I don't
back.
even know who you are. Here, do this.
So here's my thought. I knew his answer was going to be not no, but hell no.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
go with you.
figured
I'm
you
not
were going to
talking to
say
strangers.
that you would have
Yeah,
told him.
I see that.
I would've told him.
And I just met Carl 2
Right,
hours
right,
ago,
right.
and
Yeah,
you and
I
him
would.
sat there and talked for 2 hours. So I just met Carl, so I didn't know what I
They
was going to get. from
screamed
Carl.
for 2 hours.
Yeah, and listen, I'm loud. There's no doubt about it. So we
His
got
mic's
that
not
in
even
common.
We
on
got
right now.
that in common.
We didn't even record his audio today. Y'all could just hear him repeating it
But
from wherever you are.
But I've definitely tried to stay out of people's stuff when I'm in public.
I just don't.
Now, if it's something, of course, I, help somebody. If I see them struggling, I would help.
Yeah.
But in that situation, being it a female and a mother, and I'm just not getting into that.
I'm not
Like, it
inserting
can be-
myself into somebody else's
And
just
then I would
regular
have to tell,
conversation.
and you're in a different situation than me, but then I'd have to tell my wife, or if it came up in conversation, and she's going to be like,
Oh my
what,
God,
what do you
Shelly
mean you
would
had a
lose
discussion?
it.
A discussion
Shelly
with
would
a
lose
female
it.
about where something
I'd have to
is?
keep it a secret.
I was just trying to be helpful.
Yeah, no shit.
If I see somebody and this, I did this the other week. Somebody picked up one of those loot. I don't know if I told this or not. If I did, I'm telling it again. At Walmart's, and this guy picked up for his, I guess it was his wife or his mother. I don't remember. He was an older gentleman, but he picked up a loofah, and I'm trying to help him out again. I need to stay in my lane, I guess.
You need to put on a damn vest.
Not in a
Walmart
million
and-
years, I would have thought that you would be out here doing this. You are, listen, you are a wild man.
So
He
I
is.
looked at him,
It's so surprising.
and I said,
love
"Hey,"
it.
I said, "Those are $2." I said, "You get a 3-pack."
Derek, He said everybody's journey, man.
I said you could get a 3-pack right here, and it won't cost you but X amount. It was a better buy. So I was trying to help him out.
And then he says, "Yeah, you're right, but those 3-packs right there, they're made with such and such, and I'm allergic to it."
You know what he
and
said?
My doctor told me to quit using them.
This should have got me not to tell her where the Starbucks was, because you know what he said to me? He looked at me.
My wife's trying to find a Starbucks.
He literally said, she doesn't like those right there. She likes these right here because they're a lot thicker and they're much more whatever. I was like, okay. I was like going, why did I even try to help this guy? All he had to say was, no, thank you.
The great thing about this is, though, you are so genuine about it.
Yeah.
Just by listening to that, listening to the episodes, I know exactly how you are from writing checks in the mail and putting money in the mail. That you're to the dollar. So you know, if you would have found that deal and it was your money, that would have made your day.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely through a good place, man. I love it.
It's from a pure heart, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
But I got to be careful about that now.
Yeah.
I don't know how to come across like that. See, I'm more direct, so I feel like if I even attempt to tell somebody something like that, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, bro, don't get those. Get those," and that's not good. You know what I mean?
Carl in the store just like, "Hey, stupid.
Yeah.
These are cheaper."
Yeah, I don't. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it. So
Just stop talking to strangers. I know Sharon taught you that. I
Man,
know.
I
Just
just-
stop talking to strangers.
I'm
Derek.
just trying to bring a little happiness to somebody. That's all.
How's it
And I
working
really
so
believe
far?
that.
Well, I struck out with the guy in the blue for the. I think I helped the woman out with the Starbucks.
All she has now is a hyper ass kid.
Right. No,
I
Because
think
you
it was
told her where the
hers.
Starbucks
I think it was hers.
That girl was about to take a nap. You know what I'm saying? And now
I
she's
didn't think
hyped
about
up.
it like that.
You know?
Maybe she's
How
a member of
life throws
CA.
us twists.
I was also
Coffee's anonymous.
bragging
Maybe
because
she's
this
been
small
off the
town does
coffee
have a
too.
Starbucks.
That because you was hurt. Because you took
I
it a
wasn't
little
hurt.
personal.
I
You
didn't
took
take
it a
it
little
personal.
personal, Derek.
I don't care. Not
It's
in that
okay,
sense,
Derek.
I don't.
You should be proud of
I
your,
am
of your small
loving.
town.
I am loving this NWA
I know that's what I was trying to tell y'all. Everybody wins.
National
right?
Wrestling
Here's the thing,
Alliance.
I haven't
love it.
bounced
Put
my
whatever
leg.
you want on there.
I've not bounced my leg one time since you put that up there, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gave me the steel
I
leg.
almost was going to put Carl Atticus on the front.
Oh my God, that'd have been too funny.
I am
But I did.
scratching
I
my
did.
ankle and nobody knows but me.
That's what I'm saying, and it's
That's
okay.
true.
It's not distracting.
Right,
You know,
right.
people aren't wondering if your socks are clean or not. They can
Right.
listen to you tell these great stories. It's very distracting.
It's a
with all
great
this stuff
upgrade.
down
It's a
there,
great
man.
upgrade. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
You
Absolutely.
got to block that waist down.
I like it.
It's a lot
I
of
like
funny
it.
stuff that goes on down there, and they don't
I
need to know.
look decently fit up here. Look fat as hell, waist down.
You're right. And we
You
know
know?
that. And now, well, for 99 cents, now we know that you don't have skinny jeans.
That's right. No. They're probably wide fit. You know, boot cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
Absolutely,
fat.
man.
Look like Spencer Strider up here. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know why that reminded me, but man, how about, isn't it crazy how, what happened? Isn't it crazy about Ozempics, man, how everybody takes Ozempics now?
Yeah.
Like
Have y'all
my
seen the newest?
grandmother, like-
Have you seen the newest commercial?
Uh-uh.
If you are a loved one that's taking Ozempic, yeah, I saw one the other day.
Oh, talking about gastro?
Yeah, class action lawsuit against Ozempic.
Listen,
Already?
but listen, this is what you got
Yeah.
to realize is how fast now that information comes from that West Coast, man, with the internet and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you
I got a good
realize
quote about the
just-
internet in just a second, too.
I mean, it was literally like all of a sudden the actors in Hollywood are saying, "Hey, we're all taking Ozempics."
Yeah.
and it was like within 6 months,
was everywhere.
my sister, everybody, friends, everybody's on it. But the scary thing about that is, I think, is because before you'd have that 2 to 3 year wall where, you know, if it ain't working out for the people in Hollywood or whatever they might trend maybe not having,
Right.
before it gets to us, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it's
A little bit of
gastro-
trial and error,
Yeah,
yeah.
the medication, all that. Well, now it's just everything right there, man. So,
Well, the thing with Ozempic is it was originally intended to be a type 2 diabetic.
That's right. They
Type
thought-
2 diabetes medication
Yep.
to curb appetite and help control blood sugar.
and I'm not knocking it, people.
No. And I mean,
half my family's on it.
listen,
Anthony.
medications do that all the time. They'll be originally made for something, work better for something else, then you just remarket it, you know? And I wasn't really like paying attention to the actual like lawsuit or what's going on with it, you know.
So
but,
what is the lawsuit?
I just said I wasn't paying attention to the lawsuit.
But
I don't take
who,
it. Look at
who's got the lawsuit? You don't even know
Well,
that.
I know
I
that-
didn't. I
Why
don't
the
know.
hell
It
did
just
you bring
said
it up, man?
it just started out with if you or a loved one has taken Ozempic, you know, and then it went into the
I
spiel.
think the
of,
biggest
you know,
problem
cause
I've
such and
heard is
such.
some people are having some kind of gastro issues.
Okay.
From after a period
Probably.
of time, not eating right when
Okay,
you're
okay.
taking it. It's not
Okay.
necessarily maybe the medicine, but they're not doing their
Probably
part
the other
that
lifestyle
costs-
things that kind of come
Yeah,
with it,
absolutely.
less food and,
Yeah, but
and
who knows?
Now I
Who
get
knows?
it.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
But it's just wild.
I don't personally know anybody because I know a decent amount of people that take it. I don't personally who has had any kind of
Me
adverse
neither.
side effects
Me neither.
and stand
Well,
by it.
I don't know about that. I have a cousin, Clyde. Ever since he got on it, he's been dressing like a fancy hamster 5 days a week.
Maybe I need to get on
Yeah,
it.
I mean, pastel colors, shiny boots.
I
and
love
everything.
pastels.
I was going to say, ain't that what that is?
Yeah,
It
not
is,
like
absolutely.
Clyde, not like Clyde.
Well, I'm gonna try to get up there with Clyde. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
well.
cook Clyde's number.
You better tell
Listen,
your
I
kids
got
to
a
watch
great quote, man. You were talking about the internet and everything. I saw this the other day. It said, "Before the internet, we lived in an information drought. Now it's an information flood, and the water's not safe to drink."
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great.
God, I was
Yeah.
just like, "Oh my God, that's so good."
Yeah, yeah. Because we just grab a hold of it.
Yeah,
right
we
away
just,
and run with it,
whatever
you
the
know?
top thing in Google is,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Especially if I don't have to click on it
Oh,
and it's already
man.
like posted at the top. Oh, that's true. That's that's
man.
facts. Facts. No cap.
Yeah,
Huh.
absolutely, man.
Facts. No cap.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a
It
good
is.
quote.
It is. I liked it. I thought so as well. I heard another one the other day too that I can't get out of my head. Said you have already done the things you said would make you happy. Yeah. I didn't really like that one. I'm trying not to listen to that one.
Too much
as well.
truth in that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I got one I heard from a pretty smart guy, a lot smarter than me the other day. He said,
What I told you.
"We're in trouble."
Yeah. Please don't. None of these quotes are for me. They're good quotes.
Called or uncalled, God is present. Wow. Called or uncalled. I thought that was pretty.
Oh,
That is a
wow,
good
that
one.
is good.
Yeah,
That
like,
is a
you know,
good
even, even not called, he's always present. That's always been true in my life. Even
That's a
when I'm
good
not
one. Absolutely.
Calling on him, even when things are happening, man.
I love it.
That
I
hit,
love
that
it.
hit me.
quote
It
the
is,
other day.
you know,
That was a
called
good
or
one.
uncalled. I thought that was pretty.
I heard a really good quote the other day since we're talking about quotes.
Okay, what you got?
Guy said, "Fool me once, can't,
Oh God.
Never heard this one.
can't get fooled.
Was that George who said that?
You can fool me, but you can't get fooled again."
That's
George
exactly-
W. Bush.
It's so funny. He's like, what is he? How does he start off? He's like, we got a quote down
Got a
in
quote
Texas.
Texas.
I don't know.
Here in
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we got it
Tennessee as
everywhere else.
well. He was in Tennessee when he was saying this. He said, "We got a quote in Texas. Probably have it here in Tennessee as well." He says, "Fool me once," and then you can see his face.
You
Like,
see, he just immediately
what
forgot
the
what he was
hell
trying to
the
say.
rest of it.
Yeah.
Fool me once.
Boom,
Shame
no,
on.
shit.
And when he says
Somebody.
shame on, he says it in the form of a question. Shame on.
Me?
And he looks at his advisor, and the advisor's like, "Fool, but you can't get fooled.
Get this on the teleprompter now. Give it, bail him out.
You can fool, but you can't get fooled again."
Can't get fooled again.
Derek, you got a quote?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Nothing? Don't talk to strangers. That's your quote for today. Jesus, Derek, leave them kind folks alone, man.
I'm telling you.
Golly, what are you, like an ambassador for Starbucks? Get the hell out of here, dude.
And
Goodness
there's
gracious.
there's nothing like saying something to someone much younger than you, like your kid,
Oh, man,
from
I bet.
something when you were growing up, and they just don't get it, and it was the perfect joke,
Yeah.
but no one else is around to laugh with you. Lily and I were spending her birthday, or it was actually literally the day after her birthday in Athens last week, and we were somewhere, and she said, "Dad, this girl in my class named Rose, she started crying," and I go, "Did she finally admit there was room on the door for Jack?"
Oh, God.
That's,
And she
Oh,
didn't
geez.
get it.
Yeah.
no, she,
She didn't get it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
you know,
I thought it was killer, man.
Chris doesn't
I'll
get
tell
it
you.
either.
no, I definitely
You'll
get it.
like,
I definitely
you'll
get
like
it.
this, Brian. Whenever, you know, I come from a tree background, also like big Dave.
Trees?
Yeah, I was
Trees.
a tree climber.
Okay, all
But
right.
this was when I was in Atlanta, and whenever I go to the bars up there and all, a lot of times you're going to love this. I tell them that I'm a branch manager.
That's
Because, you know, you're up there in fancy Atlanta, and everybody's doing their fancy things.
loosening up their neckties
Yeah.
to have a drink at the
I'm
bar.
going to tell you what killed them more than anything, and it's going to surprise you. And I don't know what it is, and it would just literally almost draw a crowd. Not, all right, maybe I'm exaggerating.
Grandiosity is
Not a crowd,
is
but
spread.
but I would tell them I'm a lumberjack, and they were like, "What? Well, look, girls, this is a real live lumberjack." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I swear it is the word. But so I thought that was pretty crazy.
When
But
I
knew
worked
you'd like
when
the
I
branch
when I
manager.
worked with DoorDash, I would tell them that I traveled for work.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I think I got that from you actually.
Really?
Didn't you share that on Facebook? My buddy's
yes,
a
I forgot
DoorDasher.
about that.
He
I
tells
thought
girls
about
he
you.
travels
I saw
for
it.
work.
Yeah, I think I sent that to you. 'Cause I
think
thought
you
about
did.
it.
That's a
And
pretty
sent
good
it
one.
to you.
I like the
Travel
travels for work. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
same exactly.
That's pretty good. Branch manager's pretty good.
Yeah, branch manager.
Um,
That way you don't have to get into all the other stuff. Ooh,
Right,
branch manager.
right.
Hey, I'm dying to hear this story that you were kind of alluding to about your friends and all that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, this is.
Do we got time?
We definitely don't have time for the whole thing this episode. What we can do though is we can cut this right here, man. We can wrap this up, and give the folks in suspense. Not a whole lot of suspense. We don't necessarily have to set it up this week, but we were already planning on kind of having Carl come back.
Hey, man.
Can you come back?
You mean y'all are going to allow me to come back again?
Absolutely.
We'll
I'm-
give you
I'm
one
down
more
with it.
chance.
I'm
Do I get
down
a-
with it.
We'll give you one more chance.
Do I get a vote?
Is this about the OnlyFans thing? Are you mad?
He's over there still trying to pretend like he doesn't know what it is. OnlyFans, you said? What? I don't know. What
He's over there trying to figure out how he's going to not get into someone's conversation next time he's at the Walmarts.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
I'm really gonna have a hard time with that, just so you know.
I know,
Probably
bro.
won't
I
be-
know it comes from a good heart, everything you say,
It's-
but
it's-
it's just, man, it's risky these days, Derek. It's risky.
freaks me out. I can't
true.
talk.
It's
I
good,
can't talk to people like that.
Anyway, go carry on.
We got to have your genes.
But no, man, if you want to, man, we could definitely have you back, and get this story out because I bet it's a good one. And I'm excited to hear it. But we're running it. I don't know how much is going to have to be cut out, and I don't know the full time. But if it says 55 over there, we're probably looking at least
we're long.
45 or so now.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and wrap this up. Be sure to tune in next week. Carl's going to be back. We're going to have a great story in store for y'all. We're very excited to tell you real quick. Big thank you to our continuing sponsors, Buckeye Preferred Services, Emerald City Suites, and Custom Sawmilling. All their website links will be linked in the description of this video, as well as our email address, which you can use to reach out to us if you're in search of a good advertising opportunity, or if you would like to get on the list to get our next round of T-shirts. Merch is going quick, and we love to sell it. Please reach out to us, coffeeandcatchuppc@gmail.com. But, hey, great episode today.
Yes.
Thank you, Carl, for coming on. We cannot wait to see you again next week.
Spade and neuter your pets.
Thank you.
Spay and neuter your pets, man.
All right,
And that's
Bob
it.
Barker.
We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.